Next up is the gold market. This is the yearly chart showing that ABC with our last expansion ratio, the XOP at 1500, as well as this nice yearly thrust indicating the bull market. Our quarterly chart is also showing the thrust indicating the bull market, as well as that COP that we've been talking about this last couple of weeks, 1257.50. Monthly chart, the trend is still up. We've came down to our first monthly support, 1180.9. Just take note the next confluence around 1127 to 29, and after that 1042 around. Going to our resistance, we've discussed that there's a possibility of a wash and rinse here on the monthly chart when we moved back below this B move at 1226.40. Going to our weekly, this is the confluence area that's also part of that monthly first F3, and that support seems to be holding for now. The market came down, tested that, and moved back up. Weekly trend is bearish. We haven't really had the best move as of yet on this weekly sell, although we did move lower, so it's not really. It's a bit too early to say that we've got strong dynamic pressure and the market's indicating that it's really it's got internal strength. But yes, for now the week is still down. We're going to monitor that and see if we get any dynamic pressure. Our weekly resistance chart just showing our two fib nodes with a focus reaction, the F3 and the F5. And our overbought oversold on the weekly is neutral territory. We're not really near to the overbought or the oversold levels. Here's our daily chart. Now, what's of interest here is the daily trend that has turned into a stop grabber again. Now, the target for these stops are the stops below 1175.10, this low over here. And remember, I was talking about the stops at 1168. For now, we got a nice bounce off this confluence agreement area. Market moved all the way back up, and now we're sitting with a stop grabber. So there's a good possibility that the market could take out these lows as well as these lows and get support at the agreement area below in the coming weeks. But for that situation to be negated, we need to get a close above this MACD predictor. I think then there's a good possibility for us to move a little bit higher from this, away from this confluence area on the weekly. Now, taking a look at the daily, we can see the daily confluence area that caused this stop grabber on the daily MACD predictor. Now, this was a good area to get short. For the market to continue moving higher, we need to get above this level as well as this one, and then I think there's a good possibility that we can see the one of these F5s at the top. But for now, gold indicating that it still wants to go lower. Remember that signal is going to be negated when we get a close above the MACD predictor on the daily. And then the last one is just the daily chart showing the overbought, oversold, no overbought or oversold condition currently. But if we do get a fast move in either direction, we're going to see some significant support on this side with our fib nodes as well as the oversold, and resistance on this side as well as our overbought. So keep that in mind. That's a story on gold for this week. So let's keep an eye out on that MACD predictor. I think that'll be the key for this coming week.